Hey Taurus, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your February mid-month tarot check for 2020. So this is for all Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I so appreciate all of you who have subscribed, commented, liked, shared my videos. I do read your comments. If you're able to set your intentions and draw new things into your reality, let me know what those are. I'd be very excited to hear about them. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe and hit the bell if you want to receive notifications when new videos are posted, which is usually every week. So I've started doing this mid-month check because it seems to be pretty popular. So I hope that all is going well for you. I know that Valentine's Day can leave some single folks a little bit melancholy, but know that there are billions of people out there. So all you have to do is set your intentions, get clear about what you want, and the person or situation will show up for you. So these are not actually cards. I just noticed they're in the film, but they're not. So don't worry about those. Like, why are those sitting out there? They're not actually cards. So all right, let's get going here for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Mid-month, February 2020. Now, time is fluid, guys. So I will, if I get a feeling that there's a certain time frame, I will let you know that. But it doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to happen, February 20th, because I'm saying mid-month. So let's pull out a Louise Hay Life Loves You card. This one's always kind of funny to me. I trust my inner ding. You were born with an inner knowing, what Louise calls your inner ding. Listen to it and let it guide your actions. So there are a lot of people that would tell you, and myself included, that everyone has psychic abilities. Everyone does. You just have to be willing to let them in. And there's a difference between psychic abilities and mediumship. So psychic abilities, like I said, anyone has. For mediumship, in order to really channel it, you have to be able to raise your frequency to a very high level in order to communicate or get the inspiration from spirit. The psychic abilities come more from your solar plexus. So let me get back to this. Your present position is the Hierophant, and it's covered by strength. This is the immediate influence. Now, this is kind of interesting because kind of your destiny in this is the Five of Cups. So we have to be careful, Taurus, about not feeling sorry for ourselves. You do have the Page of Swords in the distant past and Judgment, okay? And this is about like forgiveness and moving on. But I love this. So in the upcoming future, you have the Magician. Now this is you. You might be breaking somebody's heart because you've got the Three of Swords here. This is not being done to you, I don't believe. I think it's actually you. But the energy around you is the Ten of Pentacles. Your inner hopes and fears are the Queen of Swords and the Chariot. So overall, very nice reading. The bottom of the deck, this is really great. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. Now, there was a viewer who wrote a comment about how come these readings are always so positive. Well, the whole idea behind life is that you want to be a deliberate creator. You don't want to be wildly creating and drawing things into you that you don't want. So you're trying to focus your attention. There are times I've even talked in a reading about somebody dying. So I don't think they're always positive, but in this case, you do have many cards that are guiding you in a very positive direction. So the Hierophant here is about, it can be about higher education. It's a 5, but see how they're holding up their hand, and the Hierophant is kind of saying, be still. So this is a time to listen. This is a time to take in, to be somewhat analytical, but we don't want to get so analytical that it's analysis paralysis. But you need to know that this is also a blessing. So as the Hierophant holds up their hand, I've given an overview of the cards before, so if you've listened to that or watched that, you'll know this, but the Hierophant is interacting with the Fool. This is all about the Fool's journey. The Hierophant is giving the Fool, or what represents your soul, a blessing. And with that Wheel of Fortune and Magician, I absolutely love that. It's like you, Taurus, are being given a blessing. The universe is working with you. You take one step forward, the universe will take two. So with this, it's also about, you know, elevating your own spirituality, about religion, about authority, and it can also too be about marriage and officiating at like ceremonies and stuff like that. But it's basically like really focusing on your mind, body, spirit connection, so that you are working as a whole entity and not just an ego kind of running around making decisions. So with the strength card, this is telling you that you have more strength than you maybe thought that you did. You have a lot of major arcana here too, by the way. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a very strong reading, Taurus. This is not confusing to me at all, and it's not like a lot of kind of wimpy little energies. So for right now, you're being told to be still. Okay, not be stubborn, but just be still. Just kind of go with the flow. You don't need to take any real action right now. Just clear your mind. That would be a great thing to be doing if you're not doing it already. Sitting comfortably somewhere, just finding an ambient sound in your environment and focusing on that. If you find you're a bit restless, set a timer for 2 or 3 minutes and start there. You don't have to begin by going to a Buddhist temple and trying to meditate for an hour. Start slowly, and I'll tell you what, if you can clear your mind, the ideas and the thoughts will come to you so rapidly, you will be amazed. I've seen it in my own life. So there's a part of you that, has a little bit of regret with this. With this 5 of Cups, it's kind of like feeling sorry for yourself. I do feel like for some of you, if this is about money, you may have given somebody money or been responsible in a way and not been given a fair return, but that is going to be changing. I mean, I feel like money is very incredibly strong. You've got travel indicated here. You've got great wealth. I mean, the 10 of Pentacles is a wealth card. So money, if you're concerned about that, you don't need to be. And in fact, if you start getting concerned, you'll keep it away. So know that money comes easily and frequently. You are a match for money. So whoever this is for. Now, with the Page of Swords, I feel like you got into it with somebody. Either it was with a relationship, or if it was something to do with business, you and somebody, and you don't have to be in a business, if it was something to do with work, you and somebody have not been seeing eye to eye, and it's been for a while. But what they're telling you here is that this person is insecure. There's something about you, your strength, that is very threatening to them. This person likes to be surrounded by weak people. I hate to use that word, but unfortunately it's true. And so when you came in and you were smart and savvy and had great ideas, instead of working in tandem with you, it became threatening. This is for some of you. So if you're going, well, I'm dealing with a love thing, well, just, hang tight a minute. It could be with love too, but what I'm getting, there's a real energy here of somebody feeling, like I said, very overshadowed, very threatened, and you're not a big showy personality. That's the weird thing about it. It's like they had no reason to be doing that except for their own, basically, self-will run riot is what I see here, an ego running riot, and they had a very hard time, and you had to leave that situation. You had no other choice because they were not going to change. So this is telling you, though, the Judgment card, this can be about a decision, but it's more about, in this case, it's more about forgiveness and about moving forward with the future. And especially with this Magician card coming up next. So I love to see the Magician in an upcoming energy, because this is all about, good communication. If you have been estranged with somebody, so if you've had a relationship that ended, communication will be coming. You've got every element represented here. And at this point, it's like you have all the tools you need to make your journey successful. You have every single thing you need. The Magician is a transformer. So if you've had a little bit of a down energy, this is your channel for energy. You are going to be feeling better than you've ever felt before, more awake, more clarity, more conviction. And it's not going to be done in a way that's threatening to people. I think you're going to be drawing in more and more people to you. Now, as far as, any kind of a relationship, it really has to do with kind of having heaven on earth. So I feel like if you've had difficulties, that you're going to be bringing in a brand new, fresh energy. And it's a very powerful card. Now you do have this. I do think you, like I said, if it was a business thing, whoever this Page of Swords is, this is from them. And there's still some heartache here. Okay, I think you did get either double-crossed or you were wounded in some way. Now, I do think if it was a relationship situation for some of you, what's coming through is it was like they had a real arrogance and didn't fully appreciate you. And so there were things that you were giving to the relationship that weren't reciprocated, and it got tiring. But it also, in a way, felt very used by this person. You felt very used, not validated, and I actually think for a lot of you, the majority energy I'm getting is it was you that walked away, and it's kind of been like you don't want this cycle to repeat. I do think for some of you, you've got new love coming in. It's possible that you could mend an old relationship. That's not off the table here, but you definitely could have, you've got a lot of new energy coming forward. So new growth all the way around. Now this card, I love to see because everybody wins with this. The Ten of Pentacles, I said it's the wealth card. It's all about harmony. It's all about comfort. And everybody shares in the wealth. So this is all about creating goodwill and harmonious situations. So you need to, with the Judgment card and with this Ten of Pentacles, you're going to need to forgive, okay, and move forward. And it's harmony for everybody. We don't want to be in a situation where we walk into a room and there's somebody there that we haven't seen and it's immediately uncomfortable. We're immediately thinking, get me the hell out of here. Oh God, they're here. And you keep walking. You don't want that. Now, your desires here, I do think you want communication. You want to make things right. You want to get the unfinished business level, get on flat ground with this person. And this Queen of Swords, though, she can be a bit sharp in her tongue. So there's part of you, I think, that wants to really tell somebody off. But then there's like another part of you, there's some conflict with it, where you want to have an amends, have resolution, and in some cases just be done with it, because you do have, moving forward, you've got, this is Cancer energy here with the Chariot, but this is all about moving forward. It's all about having new things brought into your life. With this Chariot card too, this can be about travel. So I love to see this because it's all about a major journey. This is a major journey. This is not some small, little Page of Wands coming up. This is big time. This is about obtaining major goals in life. So Taurus, if you had something that you've had your heart's desire for a long time, whether it's been a relationship, again, for some of you, there's a new person coming in, and the past will seem like a million years ago to you. It might not be that long ago, but it's going to be irrelevant to you. This also symbolizes the mind. It's all about like taking a leap of faith and that things will work out. So it's kind of like a stronger version of the Fool, who is also taking a leap of faith. But this is somebody who really believes and knows that the universe is there to deliver to them. So you are in flow in spiritual perfection. I mean, you could not have, with the Wheel of Fortune, which is also a 10, you're going to be beginning a new cycle. And I guess that's where I'm getting new from too. I mean, I just have chills right now because there's something, it's like right on the horizon. And all you have to do is tune into it. Get into that feeling of having those things around you, being settled, feeling prosperous, feeling content, feeling, clear-minded and in joy and enjoying yourself and whatever you like to do, okay? You don't have to know who the person is to make it, to have it work out. But, I mentioned too, career. The Chariot can also be about meeting somebody new in your career. And if you do, it's going to be a real milestone for those of you that's for. So the Chariot also gets energy from your subconscious. It's like sort of the channeling part of you. So you are going to be very connected. Like I said, this is all about achieving lifetime goals. And it's big. This is big. This is not, kind of a lukewarm, yeah, okay. I mean, this is a hell yes kind of a situation. Like, you will know when things start to flow, you will feel an energy and there will be a speed to it, and it won't be scary. It'll be a speed that lets you know that you are on the right path, and it's like you just can't catch a struggle, okay? You are going to be just so in tune and in sync. I really love this reading, Taurus. So if you've had some heartache in the past, that is changing for you. Let it happen. These things, the cards are all energies, and they can be true for anyone who's willing to allow. And that's what you have to do. You have to allow. It's like the art of allowing. And what we oftentimes do is start to form these committees in our head who have emergency sessions, and they break out into negativity sessions, and that brings us down. So shut the meeting down. Don't let it live there. Know that you're worth it to have joy and abundance and love all around you. So I love you, and I so appreciate your support on my channel, and this was really fun reading for me, and I will be back again soon.